for some reason we were living in this Pokemon world where everything would actually be insanely dangerous and terrifying because, you know, you have things that are shooting fire, electricity at things, and would not be out of hand whatsoever in terms of, like, crime or anything
No,
like
dude,
that.
the worst thing is if you lose a battle, you gotta give up money, man.
Yeah. It's like, Timmy, you lost a Pokemon battle with me. $1,500.
Yeah, man.
Grown adults challenging 10-year-old kids and forcing them to hand over money. That's a good
True.
system.
And the thing is like the way the mechanics work is like literally you just need to stand somewhere and just stare. And then if someone crosses your vision, like, hey, Pokemon battle. I don't
Yeah.
have
You can't run away.
You can't.
You have to pay them, and then you also have to pay the hospital bills.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh.
if we were living in this amazing Pokemon world, one, would you be a trainer, or would you be like with the pageant people, or would you do like one of those minuscule jobs or whatever,
We just have them as a pet, and not.
or just have them as a pet and just chill?
That
I got
one.
mine.
But the other thing is, no matter what you pick, you only get the one Pokemon, and you can choose the one Pokemon, but you only get the one Pokemon that goes throughout your journey with you. It's like your bro. I think the only exception is if you were a trainer, you would obviously get more. But
Later down the road.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be a trainer.
I'm not a trainer. I'll be a breeder.
Would be a breeder.
Ooh,
Yes,
that'd be good.
I'd be a Brock. Like, just study Pokemon and just be like,
Yeah.
oh, Steelix's bodies, you have to wax it every week or so. I'm trying to remember the anime what Brock said. You have to wax it, otherwise Steelix's defense will go down. I wanted to know stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's cool to me.
That's cool.
I think the coolest thing about this is that like you can eventually just like decorate your Pokemon and like give it clothes and stuff. So I think that could also be a thing as well. So it could be like more personalized. I'd be like, hey, that is my Haunter, or that is my Squirtle type thing. Mine's got the dope shades and the hat. That's how my Squirtle's different from yours.
Professional content.
I would just chill, and I'd have a Leafy on.
Just have Leafy on the chill by you.
I can see Ben in a park with just a Leafy on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Alone.
Yeah.
throwing a frisbee.
There's Murkrows and like Pidgeys flying up. Yeah, I see.
Him feeding the
Pidgeys, yeah.
the Pidgeys.
I can see that.
See, I think I wouldn't mind dabbling in training a little bit. But
Dabbling?
I'd have a Cyndaquil,
You
of
would.
course.
So I think the worst part about Pokemon battles is basically how we would view dog fights. Like straight up. In this day and age. So you want to be my
But
pick.
would society, like the views on society we have right now, would those transfer over to that world, or would it be like a fresh start?
I
where
think
like,
the whole thing though is if we're talking real world, it's not like the Pokemon faints is the thing.
oh right.
It's like
yeah.
you beat the crap out of Pokemon until
We-
it can't move. And then
No.
there's obviously going to be people who are evil and then be all like, your Pokemon's fucking dead. As I run this Mega Horn through your fucking Charizard.
Well, yeah. If we had to make it adult rules, then
Then
there's no
no
way I'm going to be a trainer.
Yeah.
I don't think many
Ever wanna be a
people. No,
trainer.
not that.
But
Many,
if it wasn't adult rules, yeah.
if it wasn't adult rules, I would be a trainer, absolutely.
Yeah?
Otherwise, I would just chill and be on my Blastoise and just explore the seas.
You said you would be a.
I'd be a
Okay.
trainer with
Oh.
with child rules.
Well, I thought. See, I can't do like Pokemon in this world, like seeing a freaking Charmander, like.
Oh,
You
right.
can't Detective Pikachu it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do so. I'm thinking, okay, what if I'm animated and I go into the Pokemon universe?
Yeah, we visit the Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not coming
Ah.
I can't do that. Otherwise, I can't look at a Charizard.
Okay.
I'll be pissing my
So if
pants.
it was that, then
Yeah.
if you were in your Game Boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breeder.
you'd still be a breeder.
Breeder,
And you'd be a
yeah.
trainer, and you'd be a trainer, and you would be just chilling.
I'd just be one of those guys that's inside the house that says like
And then-
3 sentences.
And just be completely okay with people just walking in your house. And, just,
And checking all your stuff out, probably rifling through your trash can.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, you're sitting there and you have like a bowl of berries, and then like they come in, and you're like, oh, hello, trainer. Apricot. They're like, thanks. And then they go away. And then a different person comes like, hello, trainer. Have a berry. You're like, sweet, I'm gonna get this to my Pokemon.
Exactly. That'd be my life.
You're
I
like,
see Ben as a daycare dude.
the daycare dude.
Yeah, just having a Leafeon as his daycare Pokemon, and then like him having a garden in the backyard. I could see that too.
Bailey, what would you
What?
like to do in the Pokemon world?
I think it'd be cool to be a breeder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I wish I was doing in real life. It's like zookeeping.
Go with
I
Pokemon.
have some friends that are zookeepers actually.
Really?
Yeah. She's a zookeeper for City of Atlanta and some other stuff. She also was part of the Big Cat facility. Or the big, it's not Big Cat, it's like Big Mammals.
That's flipping cool.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling us now.
In another world, I would have been like an animal, like
Handler?
studying animals or animal
Biologist?
handler. Yeah, biologist for sure. I definitely would have been a biologist. So,
You can always go back to school!
I might. We'll see. But anyway, if like as a companion, I feel like it depends on what I was doing. Like, if I was gonna be a breeder, I think it'd be cool to have. I think it's called a chaitot, but it's like the bird that's like has a music note for a head.
yeah.
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 I just think it has a lot of personality. I think it'd be a good companion.
Mhm.
If I was like adventuring, I think I would want like a rock type Pokemon, to be honest.
Yeah.
To me, they seem the most like,
Sturdy.
yeah, like they could protect you, and also they're like
Like I'm a champ.
useful.
I'll call them all.
Yeah.
It's not rock type.
Yeah.
Rippling muscles.
The next rock type I'm gonna catch, I'm just gonna name him Thwomp. Just because now it's got in my head.
Smart.
Ooh. Alex, what was your companion?
Blastoise.
Blastoise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be chilling on the water, just like kick back,
That sounds nice.
read a book,
Yeah.
get to explore the ocean.
On top of the
Gotcha.
shell.
Yeah.
If I was just like a casual person, like just with a pet, I think I would want an Eevee, but I wouldn't want to know what evolution it turns into. Like just an Eevee.
I'm gonna love
And
it
then would
anyways,
surprise you.
no matter what
so,
you turn
so you
into.
like that Let's Go, the Let's Go Eevee, where it just chills on your head the whole time,
Yeah.
and you can't evolve it.
Exactly, because they're kind of like dogs.
So I think I would like to be like a detective. I think that'd be really cool.
Mhm.
And then I think I can't tell which ghost boy I want to take with me on this journey. Mimikyu is cool, but then I was also thinking of utility for the job. I was also thinking about having like a haunter that would just like kind of like peek through like rooms and stuff, and then like would tell me what's going on. Also, if I had a haunter, I would give it like the special hat, and I give it a monocle. It'd be a really cool haunter.
That's cool.
Or you could just use the backstory of the Mimikyu to just scare the crap out of whoever you're questioning.
Yes. Where is she? Look at him.
I briefly considered, by being funny, saying like, "Oh, I'd like to be a widowed woman with a Mr. Mime," but
She's not widow. She's
Oh, what are you
she's
talking
out.
about? That
That's
wasn't
wrong.
a Mr. Mime, that was Ash's dad.
Seriously.
What?
But yeah, just be
Oh my
questioning people with a Mimikyu.
Ash's mom was living with a Mr. Mime, and so everybody's
Oh.
making fun of how
Oh.
Mr. Mime is Ash's dad.
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Mime is Ash's stepdad.
Get with it.
No.
Not up to
No,
my
it's
Pokemon
not.
theory
No.
knowledge.
No, this actual dad. But yes, Mimikyu is awesome. But yeah, I think the creepiest thing I've ever seen in a Pokemon game was when I discovered Mimikyu, and when you hit it once, it does the substitution thing, so its neck literally goes, and you're just like, what? Yeah.
Ooh.
The creepiest for me is reading Drifloon's Pokedex entry.
Oh yeah.
Drifloon's Pokedex
Yeah.
entry is creepy as hell.
Because
Guess I'll need to do that.
he just misses. Oh, read it, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell it then.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Read it.
Mm-hmm.
You can think of it's
Suspense.
it's Junior Timmy, baby Timmy, right? Reading all the things about Pokemon. Nothing can harm you. Nothing dies. Read Drifloon's index. Oh.
And now I'm scarred for life.
But I also do appreciate like the Marowaks and the Cubone.
I was gonna say
They're-
cute.
Their
They're
backstory,
so
Sad,
cool.
yeah.
their backstory is tragic.
It's super tragic. But yeah. So that was the Pokemon World question.
I have a question about Pokemon.
Okay.
What is your question about Pokemon?
Which Pokemon is your spirit animal?
So like if we were a Pokemon, what would we be?
Should
Mhm.
we pick this or should the group pick
I
it
think
for
the
you?
group
Ooh, the group should
pick
pick.
this. Let's start with Timmy.
Oh God.
What type?
Yeah, let's start there.
When you see Timmy, how does he make you feel?
Happy.
He's always very happy.
Not always.
Well, most of the time.
If Michigan's not playing.
This is tough.
Well, you guys are thinking me. I'm trying to think of each one.
Oh.
It's hard.
Oh.
It really is.
It's very difficult.
It's really hard.
I think also part of it is nobody wants to really like presume something, and then like him being all like, this is for all of us, like just be all like, I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. My
Um,
spirit.
I think we have to almost do this based on like personality types, like it's
for
of
sure.
just like
I'm just doing initial impression.
initial.
Like, I already got this man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's start off with that. Like as soon as
Alright.
we think of one, kind
If
of
you
like
got one, then go.
Yeah.
Is it the dragon type tree? Because he's so tall?
No.
Of course.
What is it?
Executor?
Executor, yeah.
Executor, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
All right. So what are you thinking for Alex?
So. I don't know.
I'm worried.
I only said that because he said going off of first impression. So I was like, the first thing you think when you see Alex is tall.
Okay.
So, I thought of an Agron. I don't know why. I just thought of an Agron. So,
Okay.
Okay.
this is why. Initially, you think Agron is really tough, big, scary, strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just talk to him or battle him for a quick second. You're like, oh, he's not that bad.
So do you think Alex is really tough, burly, scary, and
Initial
strong?
impression when I saw this man in middle school, I would not talk to him. Like, I told my mom first, I'm like, I can't go back to school. Because this guy, he's in the same band class as me. And guess what? He's in the same grade as me. So that's 3 years.
This
I
is the
gotta
first
go.
time I'm hearing this
And then
story.
next thing you know, I'm like, I gotta go high school with him now.
Gotta
So-
put up with this guy.
So
He's scary.
it was that.
Well,
Like,
thank you for still putting up with me.
yeah.
Aww.
So that's why I thought of an Agron.
I can see that.
I can see that. I can also see a little bit of Lucar. Oh no. I'm about to. I could see a little bit of Lucario with Alex just because of his quiet nature. Just a little bit.
I don't think we all have to pick the same.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
That's just a nice little discussion to have as well.
2 steals.
It was meant to be.
I got one for Timmy.
Okay,
He's not gonna like it.
what is it?
Uh-oh.
Blissey.
Oh, I do not like Blissey.
Reason
Just
why.
because nurse.
Nurse, but he's
Oh,
caregiving.
OMG.
He's caregiving though.
That's
That's
true,
the reason why he became a nurse in the first place. Is that he's
Soft
good
boy.
with people,
Soft
and
boy.
so Blissey works in Poke
Is he
Centers and
soft
takes
boy?
care of
Soft
everybody.
boy.
So
I thought you were calling yourself soft boy.
Oh.
that's why I
I'm a
automatically thought of
soft
either a
boy.
Chansey or a Blissey, and I would
Cool.
choose the Blissey over the
Cool.
Chansey. A real masculine Blissey, but
With a hat on.
with the hat on.
I'm thinking for Timmy, for me, I think he's a little bit of a Komo'o. Just because like it looks a little snarky, but also looks like it just kind of waits for the right time to do something type thing. Yeah.
He messed up my Pokemon, that's for sure.
Nice.
I'm like so close for this for Ben. Like I'm like there. I just need to find the right Pokemon now. I got the typing. I just gotta find a Pokemon.
Honestly, I want to give him the new starter for the grass.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Just because
for
I know
sure.
he's gonna turn into some sort of ape and it's grass, and I'll be all like,
Yeah, I think that fits. To be honest.
It's just gonna work. I'm so excited for that.
I don't feel because I was gonna pick that starter too.
See,
You gonna pick the bunny?
I have to at least try out the
The
bunny.
bunny is
Well,
really
the,
cute.
Yeah.
The monkey is the one that I really like the most out of all 3 that have been shown so far, but
Well, no one likes a sperm cell. He's
he's choosing.
I'm gonna try.
oh
it.
god.
okay.
I gotta
Anyways,
get. I
no,
gotta get.
no,
the
no,
one.
back
to the
Okay.
question.
We'll get to that.
Animals.
We'll get to that.
Cute.
I think I want to give Bailey either the Vulpix or the Umbreon.
I could see a Ninetales for Bailey.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Roserade.
Roserade?
It's beautiful and badass.
But the thing is,
That's my future husband, guys.
I would actually choose the Alolan
Alolan
Ninetales for Bailey.
Oh, the ice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you seen it? Have you
Yes,
seen
I
it?
have.
Okay.
I actually played that one.
Oh, true, yes.
Oh, sorry.
I've played 2 Pokemon games, and that was the second
big
one. Okay, cool.
William.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of you.
Oh, for Will.
Could you give him a Rhyhorn?
A Rhyhorn?
I know what that is.
It's the Rock Rhinoceros.
No,
Oh,
the,
yeah,
no, the
yeah,
evolved
yeah.
one with
Rhydon.
the drill.
Rhydon.
Rhydon.
Okay, I have 2 for Ben.
No, that is right. No,
Yeah.
that is Rhydon.
Was it the other way?
Rhydon is the evolved. Rhyhorn is the original.
Yeah, okay, so
And then Rhy.
Period.
Yes! That's my favorite right there.
Rhyperius.
Would you give him a Rhyperior?
Right. Who you
I don't know.
You know?
who you got for Ben though?
So,
Alright.
I think originally I thought of an Altaria because it's, the wings are so fluffy. And that's what I think with Ben is, like, his personality is really fluffy. Like,
He's a very unique to where he's green
Like-
as a shiny.
I don't think I've seen a person yell
Instead
at
of
Ben.
gold.
Like, how about that? I haven't seen a person yell at Ben. I have never got in a fight with Ben, nor in an argument with Ben.
Till today.
No, this man picked Turtwig in Gen 4. Like, that's
Mhm.
more higher respect.
There you go.
And he is a people person. And I feel like Altaria, you see him as a dragon Pokemon, but you're like, you're not really a dragon. You're not the dragon type. So I can roll with you. I can talk to you. Yeah. So I saw that, and I also thought of a Tropius. I don't know why, but I thought of the banana.
I was kind of thinking that too.
The bananas are the beard.
and I
Yes.
was like, you know what? Every time I see Ben, he has something to offer.
Do you know what Tropius is?
No, I
Something
don't know this.
And a
It's basically a
Meganium.
This is what it looks like.
cooler Meganium.
Yeah, that's what a Tropius looks like.
But the
amazing.
lore is the people always want the bananas off the Tropius because it's so valuable.
Tropius can learn flying moves.
Yeah.
That's a badass Pokemon.
But
Basically a dinosaur.
I like Altaria for Ben.
Thank you.
I like the Tropius.
Cool.
The Tropius looks cool.
Yes.
Cool. Who haven't we decided yet?
We haven't decided Will
Mm-hmm.
or me.
Or Nick.
Why do I want to say for Nick like a Pachirisu?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a squirrel.
It's an electric squirrel.
Electric squirrel.
But it's like an electric squirrel, so it's like all jittery.
It's tiny and it
You're
bounces
always
off the walls.
jittery.
I thought you were about to say bigger for a second.
I don't know that I agree.
Just from the looks.
She's like, Nick's not that cute.
Nick, I've held your hand before.
Nick, your spirit animal is Bork.
Bork? It's my spirit animal, Bork.
Yeah.
A spiel.
Spiel.
Charbug.
I don't think I'm gonna turn into I don't think I'm gonna turn into a Wolverine, though.
No.
Who said you gotta turn into it?
I'm not,
You can just keep
I'm
pressing
not
B.
round like your spiel, though.
Just keep that
I
original.
clearly spelled this wrong.
What is she trying to spell?
She typed in Bork Pokemon.
No, Bork is what I
Bork is the
called it.
nickname.
Ah!
The real Pokemon's name is Spheal.
S-P-H.
Oh, I know what a spiel is.
Yes, I named the spiel.
I am
Bork.
praying in Gen 8 there's a Pokemon called
The
Bork.
It's not gonna be
Could
the
be.
same though.
We'll get there.
So I was like, I know this isn't right.
If there is a Pokemon named Bork, I'm just gonna name that spiel, then I'm just gonna name
Oh, okay.
Bork is going to be
Oh,
mine.
I see it.
I kind of
see
wanted
it,
to give
I
Alex
respect it.
a Torkoal for some reason.
Torkoal.
Because he's
Okay.
very mild mannered, and then I feel like if he gets really mad, he could blow his top.
Only when I'm playing Beat Saber.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I see what you're saying. I dig it.
I like Torkoal.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is an amazing podcast.
It's just.
It
a lot of
just- it
stuff.
involves
I
a
am
lot
also
of thinking.
I'm also really bad at just deciding anything spirit animals for
Personality.
myself or for anyone else.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm close to Will too. I'm like 75%. So now I'm just thinking of the Pokemon.
So for Will, I would think like an Arcanine. I know that you love Arcanine a lot, but it's like Arcanine's very present, very proud.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yes.
I could dig it.
I would say Growlithe though.
I could still dig it.
Not as hairy.
I definitely thought that Arcanine was Growlithe, like you said Arcanine, and I pictured Growlithe, so actually I agree with Nick.
In other words, Ben. No.
No.
Congratulations on your fire type, sir.
And for Nick, I personally want to pick the Alolan Marowak.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I like it.
That's how I feel.
So that way I can just.
I feel like it
Those
fits.
dancing
Like, look at him
skills.
do that. Like,
Color guard Nick.
You know what that reminds me of, Will, is the
Oh, yeah, that checks.
the dude from Banjo-Kazooie. Ika Uka.
Uka uka.
Ika Uka. Yes.
I think that's good. I was gonna meme you and say Mr. Mime, but I actually think Marowak is
Oh, I
a
appreciate that.
good one.
If it was the Mr. Mime from the movie, I would be okay with that. Just because of he's just.
Oh, he's going down hard, Tim.
I haven't seen it
You should have worn a helmet.
Don't worry about me neither.
It was in the trailer.
It was actually
yet.
really
I know,
funny.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got another question. Who is the first Pokemon?
Oh.
Mew.
Wait.
There's
Mew.
4 different answers to this.
Okay, so
All
what
of
are the
The
four main
options?
options?
It's Bulbasaur, Mew, Rhydon, or Arceus.
I know the answer.
It's Mew.
No, the first Pokemon created
Right
was
on.
Rhydon.
That's the proper answer.
Forget it. First Pokemon in the Pokedex, Bulbasaur. That's my.
No, but literally the creator made Rhydon first.
All right, phrase
Number
the
one-
question.
that-
Who is
Phrase-
number one in the
wait,
Pokedex?
Wait. Phrase the question.
Okay, hold on.
All he said was, who is the first Pokemon?
Which is the first Pokemon? It's literally
Not
what it
created.
says. It says which is the first Pokemon.
Bulbasaur.
Right on.
In the Pokédex, that's
Bulbasaur.
true. But I think it's Neanderthal.
It's still a say Rhydon.
But if you're talking about the universe, then Arceus.
But really, the universe
No,
started
it
with
isn't.
Rhydon.
No, it agrees with me.
Because nothing would have come after, right? Like,
I don't think
No,
that
that's
was-
only. No, that's the
first
only.
created.
The first created, but in the lore of the game, if you're talking about Pokemon, you're talking about that world, not the meta world.
No,
of-
that's a fair point. I haven't thought about it that way. Because if you think about the Pokedex, that's just the order that humans put it in.
right.
Like
Which
the
is-
alphabet.
Yes.
Well, the question was, who is the first Pokemon?
Right.
Wait,
Right.
which is
Which
that's
is why
why this
these
question's so
four-
hard.
Yeah.
He's trying to make us fight, guys.
If you want
I
to say,
thought Mew was the first one, like from the movie. I thought Mew was the first.
they say
Pokemon.
that and then they bring Arceus in.
Yeah.
What is
Just kidding.
Arceus?
Arceus
Arceus
is actually
like
the
the
creator,
god,
like
the
he is actually
creator.
god
Gen
of the
4.
world.
You know, you had Dialga Palkia, or no, what am I saying?
He's basically he's Poke Jesus.
He created all of the other Pokemon in that lore,
Yes.
in that world. He is
Then
the
how
actual
does
god.
what's it come into place?
Then
What
yeah,
are you
then
guys saying?
because Mew was like, I think they
Am I
kind of
right
like
on?
retroactively wrote Arceus in. I don't think they were planning for him to be the god. So Mew was originally supposed to be like the first Pokemon in that world,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, oh, Arceus, he's a god, and he made everyone else.
So
So what did Arceus make first?
He made, I think he made Dialga and Palkia to control space and
Space
time,
and time.
and then they made the Weather Trio to like shape the world.
What were the four options? I'm losing this.
Bulbasaur,
Yes.
Mew,
Uh-huh.
Rhydon, or Arceus.
And
Okay,
Rhydon is an answer because in
The
the meta
creator-
world, the creator created Rhydon as the first Pokemon that they like drew.
Oh, so like
The actual.
meta.
Meta,
He
yeah.
was the first Pokemon.
Yeah, gotcha.
But the argument for Bulbasaur is that it was number
He's
one in the
number one.
Pokedex.
Yeah.
Originally.
Arceus was the first because it's God, and then Mew was told to be the first before Arceus became a thing.
So
You know what? I'm sick of all my guns. I say Mew.
I like it. This is a dumbass question because the wording is crap. So Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Yes.
Arceus.
Arceus.
Right on.
Right on.
Arceus.
Arceus. Right on.
Whatever.
I would argue that Rhydon and Arceus are the two valid answers, but Mew and Bulbasaur are objectively worse answers with the phrasing that you're using.
When you go into a new region, number one changes.
That's true. That was one of the reasons I was about to say.
It didn't have region in the question. It was just who was the first Pokemon.
I know.
And the first Pokédex.
It's not Bulbasaur.
Yeah. So a friendly or lighter topic.
Wait, by the way, for those who are watching and or tuning in later, in the comments and in the chat, just whenever we pose a question,
Feel free
fill
to
it
answer
out.
it.
Yeah,
Feel
go
free
ahead.
to answer it. Join the discussion. Join the debate. Be mad at Will for various reasons.
It's easy.
Everyone's always mad at Will.
I'm mad at Will.
My favorite fire Pokemon.
Well.
Yes. So the questions that we've asked is your favorite starters and such, your favorite,
Type of each, favorite kind of each type.
yeah, favorite gens, who is the first Pokemon, what your Poke job would be, and stuff like that. Okay, so as you were saying,
So, next big topic is moving forward with this next gen.
Future.
So, just pull up the question. So,
Can I just say scared shitless?
okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, baseline, are you buying Sword or Shield?
I am
Oh.
buying
sword.
Defense, baby.
I'm going shield.
It's about defense, baby.
But Sword is so funny.
But shield makes more sense.
I agree, but Sword is hilarious.
Also,
And it's just
Yeah.
a copy.
Sword Doggo is much more memeable. That's for
sword is like sword is like a little mini reference to Dark Souls.
Yes.
Therefore, I'm like, yes, it's Dark Souls.
Defense.
Shield.
I think Ben likes Shield. We're gonna get Shield.
Nope. I was
Oh.
gonna get Sword.
Oh.
Oh, you can
What do
get
you know?
Oh.
Oh! That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sword. It's so funny to
What
me.
about you?
Sword
Sword.
Doggo.
Defense.
I really thought, Ben, I really thought you liked Shield better.
No.
I just
like
like the way it looks better.
I just. It's
I
kind of
can't-
an
be honest.
enormous freaking head.
That's what I'm saying. It, like, his
No.
face is just, like, flat.
They both look crap.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Sure, but,
They're
like, I don't know. I feel
Alright,
like it'd be
so
more
first
realistic.
off-
How can he go to sleep?
First off,
How can he eat?
You can just
How
put,
can he eat?
he just puts the sword down.
He can put down the
shield
sword.
so that tells me the
With a
sword is
straw.
not fucking necessary.
With a straw.
Oh, pureed food. I'm
Does-
sorry, brother.
What my whole thing. Okay,
What's
my whole
does
thing.
Zoro need a sword?
My whole thing here. Okay, if you're making the sword a part of the Pokemon, and it's part of what he has to do, make it a part of his fucking body.
Like his tongue.
Put it on
His tail.
on his tail.
Slowbro.
Slowbro.
Originally, technically, two different Pokemon, and so Slowpoke was different, and then Shoulder pitches onto it, so therefore makes
Yeah,
one other Pokemon.
and it doesn't let go.
But what if it did?
Yes.
Then
Well,
it wouldn't be Slowbro.
Back to Slowpoke.
Slowpokes have lost their tails before.
Oh man, this is funny.
That's
to me.
not a valid argument.
Marowak.
If Farfetch dropped his stick, would he not be a Farfetch?
He'd still be a freaking Farfetch.
Cubone.
Wait, I heard along the Marowak stories that if he drops his thingy, he faints. I think
Yeah.
that's
Really?
the only reason why he drops
Right.
it.
So it's tied to him.
Cubone. And Marowak.
You can't take the head off.
You can't take
No,
that.
he's talking about the bone.
Oh,
It's literally an
oh.
attack. They throw it.
Yeah.
What if you catch it? What are you gonna use next? Skull bash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
I'm
he'll
just
rip
saying, if
your
you're
leg.
trying to make the concept of it being sword, it's Pokemon sword. Make it a part of the Pokemon.
I think he has a lot of songs.
Okay, so imagine it wasn't his tail. You could still put it down. What's the difference?
I think he's saying, why would
I-
Link let go of the Master Sword?
I get what Will is saying, and I kind of agree, but that's why I want it.
If that's my whole thing is, it doesn't have. You have to have a lore of why the sword is actually there.
And there
Yeah.
probably
It
will
probably
be.
is.
Yeah, but
never
my whole
explored
thing
it.
is, my whole thing is,
a good one.
my whole thing is, it doesn't have to just be a sword. If you're basing it off of something picking up something else, technically a Marowak or a Cubone can find a bone that means absolutely nothing and use it. They
Okay.
can find a bone anywhere.
But
This sword looks a specific way and matches the Pokemon.
Right.
So, where the fuck did the sword come from?
Don't know yet.
to ask that.
How did this dog develop a face like this?
How does a
Well,
lion
but you
grow a
develop-
mane?
Yeah, no, that would.
So if it grows
I
a
agree.
shield that's made out of metal, it can't ever go to sleep.
You have a fucking Pokemon made out of metal.
They really should have made the
A lot of
chest the
Pokemon,
shield.
I
I'll say
know,
that.
but like, think about the neck
Instead of the
problems.
face.
You can't even fit through doors.
Who says he gotta go through doors?
I just think it is a very stupid
They're
looking
in the
concept.
forest, right?
It is.
can't
It
even
is
fit
so
through
stupid.
these.
And I can get behind the shield way more than the sword.
I'm so opposite.
I am just.
I can imagine a wolf picking up a sword much quicker than developing a shield face.
And this is why this gin is gonna suck.
No, it-
I'm going through. I am so pessimistic on this damn gin.
I'm just buying shield because everybody's buying sword. I'm on. That's what I did for
Oh, man.
Sun. Pokemon. Everyone
Everyone
bought
bought
Moon,
Moon.
so I bought
Yeah.
Pokemon Sun.
So what do we get? You said 2.
We got both.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I will say, I think sword looks cooler because the dog with the sword like this. That looks dope.
Yeah.
That looks dope.
So I would also like to point out that
Really should make
the shield Pokemon is blocking with his face.
Yeah, that's
So
what
as long as they hit the center, you're screwed.
Who says it's like making contact with his face? Maybe there's a barrier for his face.
So an extra shield on top of it.
Yeah.
That he can't see through.
Maybe it's radiating
so
Pokemon.
just-
Are you
back.
saying
Is
are you
it
saying
force
there's 2
field?
layers of shield then? Is
Maybe.
that
Yeah,
how shielding he is?
So,
That's
so
insane.
when he goes in defense mode, it like comes like the shade cone, and then there's a
Maybe it's like a Koi story.
I don't know, for some reason I'm picturing like his shield can fold back, so he's like his defense mode engages and it just flips out.
like those lizards.
Like a Jurassic Park.
That would be good.
Oh my god, he's gonna start spitting oil.
Yeah, they should have made the shield on its chest.
I agree.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
On the face is a little silly. But
I mean, okay.
Both
be
are shit.
To be
I mean,
fair, the one with the sword is based in the face, so they're trying to match it in the face with the
Right.
shield.
Right.
which
They
one
could-
do you think they thought of first?
Probably.
I think the sword, to be honest with you.
We're running out of ideas. Let's just give a wolf a fucking sword in the mouth.
Like, in a way, the one with the shield looks a little reminiscent to Solgaleo in a way. Just like enough, just because, especially if you know it's gonna be metal.
To be honest with you, if going back to
For
Billy's
shield.
question, it would have to be that the shield would have to come first. So Gali had so much love, and like, what's the opposite of the shield?
And
A
then
sword.
how can we
Which
make a sword on
Yeah.
the
Which is
face?
kind of dumb because you normally
And
see
then
people with
we're-
a sword and a shield.
And then it's
It
based in
should've
the
been like-
UK area of the world, so then swords and shields kind of
Like-
go hand in
Especially
hand.
if-
Sword and joust stick.
You know what? Let's just make a fucking horse. Jousting horses. Oh wait, we already had that as a bug type.
So in defense, what they could have done instead of doing horrible shield face Pokemon, they could have made it all armored,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like an actual suit, like a suit of armor.
Like a Zord.
Even better, what if it was like a metal ghost type and it was just a hollow suit of armor?
good.
That would be sick.
I mean, Aegislash, with just the weapon. Aegislash is just
Yeah.
like the ghostly weapons.
But it turns into a psychic and not a ghost. Just saying.
No, we don't need
Right.
another psychic legendary.
Yeah.
That's true. That's fair.
But yeah, just to have like a hollow suit of armor that is like reminiscent of like a wolf or a
Let's just
dog.
be honest. You just want a ghost type.
I do, but at the same time,
But that
like,
would be
the
that would be
actual-
No, I mean it
it'd
makes
be a lot
sense.
better than Shield Face.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's a barrier. There has to be. Let's watch the new season and see if it gets hit in the face or
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, so
Loses a tooth. Does his teeth have shields?
I just
too?
feel like the sword one would be a lot better.
It
I mean,
does.
did you see?
oh, you're saying the tail is the sword.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the tail's holding the sword.
No, the tail is the sword.
Either one is better.
My whole problem is that he's holding it.
Like, make it a part of him.
Okay.
Maybe it was, and then it came off. We don't know anything about the lore yet, so it's fine. And the thing is that they're probably gonna start off as the same Pokemon, and one's gonna grab a shield, and the other one's gonna grab a sword, and then that's how it is. Because for all we know,
So Will's
that
arguing.
shield could actually come off, and he doesn't have to be shield faced
If
all the
he's holding
time.
it, it's not a part of him.
Okay,